and welcome to Divine Unisouls 11. I am Divine Sunshine. We are in the full moon of Leo and the energies, and I want to just really tap into those and give encouragement to those that have persons or the counterparts are in three-party situations. Now remember, let's do the breakdown of three-party situations. Three-party situations are person, place, or thing. Person, place, or thing, again, it could be actually involved with a person. Place could be, again, their job, their workplace is an actual issue. And thing could be, again, spiritually, they are not there. Another people could be family members, could be an issue. The mom is not for them coming together with anybody. Nobody's good for their son or daughter. You know, those things. Again, they have some mental or emotional issues that they need to kind of get over with, that they have not gotten over with. And so these are like things. The house maybe they're living in has been giving them issues, or they're having financial issues too as well, that is really stopping them to opening up their heart chakra to really truly receive you as a person or love. So again, when you're looking and you're saying, oh, third party, we're going to look at all different scopes. Please make sure that you went to my community tab where I shared a video from about the karmic partner. I remember once upon a time, that's how I lost pretty much a good amount of subscribers to the channel, is when I was saying that the divine karmic, and people was like, oh my God, how can you say that if you know what they're doing? They're X, Y, and Z. They're acting the real B, you know, and I don't know how in the world you could ever have said that. And the young man pretty much goes through what I had said before. I had stopped it because I was like, okay, I'm going to go on and submit because it's triggering. I'm trying to help you, and it seems like it's triggering you more about that. But however it is, that is the truth, and you're just not ready for it at that point. However, again, when we're talking about karmics, again, and partner partners, and I love the one thing, if you don't get a chance to, I'm going to pull one thing that, if nothing else, that you don't walk away and understand from that video of watching, is that, again, that the karmic partners are doing something that, again, that it's a piece of the puzzle that only they are able to help your person heal from. He stated that it was something about abandonment, and until he had did something to really trigger this person to truly abandon him, because his fear was he didn't know if he was going to be able to push past the fear of being alone, and he always thought that he couldn't make it if this karmic had left him. And he found out that he could, and that was the lesson he was. And then he was very grateful and thankful for that, for the karmic. He did not need for them or her, I'm believing this, or her, to come back into his life, because he got the lesson, which was the fear of abandonment. That's where it all boiled down to. This is again, and I have said that myself through many of the videos, a lot of times, again, the karmic person or this third party energies that they're in, they need that energies to be able to learn the lesson. It is a part of it that you do not have. I know I've even said that myself in the situation, stating that I would not be able to do it, because in the process of me sitting and analyzing and talking with spirit and my guys, they say you would mess up your own integrity trying to be able to teach this lesson to them, and in turn would mess yourself up and forgetting about who your true identity is in the whole scope, in the whole situation of things, while process of trying to help them to heal. And that's why, you know, and I have to thank Benita for saying about understanding and getting another look at the karmics, as you will call it, well, we call it, because I've called it even as well, but I call them now, they're the remediator. The remediator comes in between and say, okay, y'all can't solve this. No, we can't solve it. And that's the job of a remediator. They can't solve it, so you bring that person in and say, okay, I'm gonna do the job, interpret what needs to be about what's going on with the both of you all, tell you what's action, and tell you what needs to actually happen. Okay, their job, they don't do that. They specifically go in there, go into a relationship, get into a relationship and do whatever X, Y, and Z and connects with that person to help them to understand this is what needs to be healed in you. This is what needs to be done. That's why in my terms, I call them the remediator, you know. They come in there, or the fixer, or the closer. That'd be nice. We're going to send in the closer. The closer going to come in there, and actually some of you need to tell them right now with the energies that's going on, and the way some of these people in the third party energies, in their divine masculine energies, not the divine feminine, in the divine masculine energies, they keep on wanting to do something to help them to get out. They keep on trying to revive it. They keep on trying to flip things around until they go back to it. I know you all, that my running joke about my dad and that Kleenex, they keep on taking that thing and flipping it 50 million times, 50 million times, 50 million times, till you're like, okay, there ain't no more Kleenex no more to use. It's no more reviving the situation that you're in with that job, with that person, with the thing. It's time to actually like throw it away. And this is where they are in the divine masculine energies. It keeps on, the divine masculine energies keeps on wanting to exhaust every turn. Well, maybe I haven't done this. Maybe I need to take them on trips more. Maybe I need to sit in here more. Okay, I won't concentrate on them anymore because we keep on arguing. So I'll concentrate on more on the kids more. Not the children in there. They keep on saying, I keep on seeing opportunities in there, but there is no opportunities. And so again, now source is getting to the point that again they're saying, okay, it's time to kind of like again to abort, to again get them out of that mission. That's why I say they need to really, with the karmics now, we need to call them the closer. Send in the closer, like, okay, you were there to remediate. Now, do you remember that part of your job is to close? I mean, it's not just kind of keep them going. It's like, okay, now let's put the hammer down. Let's go into that final chapter. Go to the little manual and find yourself going to the last, like the manual. I feel like this. It's time to go to the manual, and now let's go to the last page of that manual now, because you've been on page 55 for the longest. Now where we getting to page 101, which is the last page. And so then, you know, this is where we are now when we talk about in the third party energies. I'm just saying. And so we have to now, I'm going to take a look at and try to encourage those. And let's be honest, especially when we keep on hearing on YouTube and people's readings, the windows of union is opening now. You know, it's the timeline is now. They're right there. They're ready. Those things. And so I want to really truly get into it. You know, I have my intro and I talk to you, my monologue, just like a Tonight Show. And then we get into the show. When then spirit and the cards show up. And that's my thing. Really truly understanding what is going on right now with this third party energies and with our counterparts. What is this right now? Where's the journey taking us now? Right where we are right now, because everybody's saying so now we're at the point. Now I got spiritual guides as my guests sitting down. So now we're at the point where, you know, people are saying this openings of the union timelines are now. Openings of real love is potential is coming on. So those are the ones that have persons in third party, and you're out, you're in the connection, but they're outside, or they're still connected, but in some ways they're doing their own lessons in that situation. What is it that, again, where's this leg of the journey now? Where is it now? Friendship. I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. So this goes back to what Source is saying again, is about connections. To me, it's like, again, it goes back there. If you can't be the one that you love the one you with. If you have friendships, if you have connections, it is truly right now for, at this leg of the journey, to me, to really define on who is really truly a friend. Who is a friend and who is a foe? This is what I am picking up energetically. This here now is understanding what is the reasons for this person being in my life. That's the same thing for you looking at your person and saying, why did they come? Because, you know, out of all the bars that I was into, they could have walked into anybody else's bar and pub. Why this one? You know, those things, you know, are they saying all the gin joints and all the places, why did you have to walk into mine? You know, and so this is, again, it goes both ways. You as a person want to know, why did this person step into your life, your counterpart, and they want to know right now where they are. What is the reasons? I'm saying the reasons that we're here. The reason that disappear. Why our feelings won't disappear. Why is it where we are? Why is it our feelings won't disappear? It won't disappear for their divine feminine or divine masculine, whatever. Or why is it disappearing for where they are with this third party energies, with this third energies? What is it that, again, is not letting go right there too as well? To me, I'm looking at this, I'm being drawn to this. It's a spoke in the wheel. It's there at the center of everything, and it's like, what am I connecting to? As a wheel, like a wheel of fortune, you know, what things is going up must go down now in my life, and what things that are down must go up. What things must be a priority in my life, and what things need to be moved as an option or maybe eliminated. This is where we are. Okay, so now we got that. It's about, again, the reasons. We want to know. Let me have my, do I get my pen? Let me write this down, because you all know I will forget the reasons. Reasons why we are here. So right now, it is, in the third part, is to really concentrate on the reasons. The reasons for your existence, where you are, the reasons for where everything is being connected to you, why it's being brought to you in this time and place. Because the energies right now, speaking of, that's the soul's journey. It's about your connections. Really understanding who is friend and foes, and understanding why these people have been brought into your life. Clear. Because right now, you're moving into the energies of understanding that you want everything under the sun. In the divine feminine energies, that's on both of you. Rather you the runner or the chaser, or as I call it, the explorer, or the person who's the lighthouse, who's just staying there and just shining a light on everything and just really saying, I'm home base and when you're ready to come back to. So again, the lighthouse. So, and you're still right there learning, understanding where you are, your location, everything. So with this here, in the divine feminine energies, is understanding, moving into, listen here, I am able to have everything. That is my birthright. Prosperity and abundance is my birthright. This is where the divine feminine energies in both, rather they're the runner, the chaser, the waking one, the unawakened one, right now understanding that they are entitled to have what they picked up in that last reading that I did about opportunities. They're right. They do feel that there is opportunities presented in both situations, where they are in the third party situation and also with you. There's opportunities. But really, when I look at this sun here, this to me is like the sun is really pure love, that golden heart-centered light here that's really feeding and nurturing and fertilizing everything to grow. This is where the energy is again. What is it that is being fed or really coming from this central sun source, or this golden light of love, or pure love? How is it nurturing everything in my life? How is it making everything to grow? How is it making everything to manifest the things that are the heart's one of my heart's desires. This is the energies right now that we're getting into, like really that solar energy, soul, S-O-U-L, meaning of the soul energies. This is where we are as far as that. This is what I'm picking up right now. This is where we are right now, like truly having everything that our hearts desire. This is where the energy is. And now when you're moving into that third party energies there, it's starting to get really real. It's starting to go back to, again, what's the reasons why I'm here, and is this aligning with everything that is part of my soul's desire? Is this everything when I grew up, or I thought about everything that I wanted in life? Does this actually align with everything that I want? This is where they are, because currently I'm going to take a little peeksy-weeksy as to what's going on, some overarching collective themes that's going on for these people that are in third party energies. Collectively, what's going on? Now we're going into the 3D now. What's going on with them? The morning after. When I think about the morning, I think about, she said, it's morning, sunlight cross across your sleeping face, a new day, reach reality, and we must go our separate ways. We belong to someone else, yeah, yeah. So, summer's stretches love. As we slept the night away, as we lay, we forgot about tomorrow as we lay. Ooh, hey, hey. Well, but we counted up the cost, whatever. Okay, instead we got lost in the second, in the minute, in the hour, as we lay. We forgot about the price we had to pay. Right. And so again, the morning after, to me, when I look at this, it's like the morning after. Some of them are now in these third party energies, and like the sun is out now. It was nice when they were doing things in the dark, which means, again, when they weren't awakened. Messages weren't given, relied to them in the spirit. However, now they are seeing everything. It's like, you know, when you're at a party. Well, I remember when I was going out in the parties, and the party scene, and you was dancing, you're like, we fine. And then when the lights came on, you're like, oh, he kind of missing the teeth, ain't he? Something. Oh, okay, wait a second. He got a little bald spot back there. I ain't see that. You know, so it's, again, now with me being awakened spiritually, I am able to see some things that I was not able to see before. The morning after, now with the sun coming out, going back to this, the sun showing me that I want to have this really true and pure golden light from the heart. Really, truly, love at its purest is now showing and shining on everything in my life, and showing me the things that I actually want. I'm starting to look at you and saying, are you part of what I actually want? Are you part of what would be where the sun would shine, or would you be where the sun would kind of miss and you would be in the shade? Or do I need to kind of throw some shade at you? This is where they are in the third party energies. It's, again, some of this morning after is kind of leading them into regret. Because now I'm really starting to think about it. You know, this ain't really where I thought, you know, like I say, this is not my beautiful home. This is not my beautiful wife. This is not my house, my car. This is not what I really truly had an idea. I bought into what the Joneses had. I bought into what my mama said I should have, or my daddy, or what my friends say I should have, or society said I should have. This is an issue. Morning after, to me, is about awakenings, waking up, letting the sun really hit on everything, because you know when that sun comes, and I know that even when in my house it hits on everything. The other day I had to get up and I said, oh, it's dust underneath this couch, it's spotlighting this, you know, all that stuff is time, and it's also bringing to the forefront of them in the third party, it's time to clean house, literally. Another thing that they're saying, what's in the 3D that's going on in the overarching theme of all in the collective about this, is that right now where they are is toxic. Again, this here I'm saying the snake in the grass. I'm being brought to that old Native American story where a man finds a snake at the end of the at the end of the road or in the path, frozen solid, because it's winter time. He brings the snake into the house and figures, you know, I'm gonna put him by this nice warm fire. He figures maybe again I could be able to keep you more warmer if I kind of put you next to my bosom and hold you to my chest. Once the snake thaws all the way out, it bites him, and he say, why did you bite me? And the snake says, you knew my nature. That goes back to, again, some of the divine is interested, they use the man to do that, because again in the divine masculine energies, it's all about doing, showing up, making things happen, making things manifest through your actions, and expecting a certain outcome. He expected, because of his good deeds, that the snake would again ignore and not adhere or rely on and revert back to his instinct, which is again to bite. I don't matter who and what it is. I see you close to me, you look like a position, you saying you hugging me, I think you trying to choke me, I'm a bite you. Again, depending on again what these third party energies, again what their nature is, it might be coming from a place again of might be a protection, hey cutie, or protecting themselves, some things that they learned from their own life that they have to, and then again they're going to go back to rely to their own what they know. I think about David, and I gotta call him, I should. It taught me that lesson too as well, David for Soul Mission, which told me about that again, us being so twin flame and so spiritual, us almost like sunlight too and divine sunshine, that when we're with them, we break people out of their distortion, we bring them to their sovereign self or to their sacred self. And a lot of times, sometimes they can last so much for some people that we're dealing with the third party, and they might be almost also in their spiritual DNA or makeup is to be karmically. That's all they know, or just for that role that they're playing with you, they are the karmic, and they got to go revert back to their default settings, which is to be karmic-y. They could do that, and I remember me starting off in this journey of understanding what the karmic partners is and relationship is that again, that at the beginning of them, that they do start off really mimicking, footstep and lock the divine counterparts, actions, everything, because again the divine, your divine counterpart is bringing in that light, and for a while there they can mimic and they can be a part of that, or they take on that energy, but after a while that energy starts to break down. It's again I think about what was that fifth element, which again they used to transform themselves. I remember that one of them ugly creatures had changed himself to something. I think it was, they was trying to win a trip, and they they were trying to get on. They pretended like they had won the trip so they could get on the ship, so they could be on there with Bruce Willis and Chris Tucker on there, because they needed to steal some of the whatever it is, the things on the ship from the people. Anyway, so he had one of them ugly things, creatures, aliens, had transformed himself into a regular human being, and then after a while something happened, he couldn't hold it, and I mean the person he was with, she's like, you better hold that in. He was transformed, you see him half human, half ugly, alien, half human alien, and he's like, I can't hold it no more. And he's like, he came back to his only self, his other self. Some of them, again, I'm over exaggerating, but in some ways, this is what it is. I can kind of hold that light for so much, but if my default setting is to come from that learning lessons, that darkness, I'm running off of family patterns, the hurt they had, the experience that I have. If I am not ready to conform into those ways, I'm going to go back to my default setting, just like that snake did as far as biting him. He understood that they had saved him, but at the end of the day, he said, you know who I am. I'm a snake. I'm going to do what I have to do. That's in my nature. That's who I am. And so unless something comes along, otherwise that somebody take the teeth out, take the venom out of them or whatever, then they wouldn't be who they are. They wouldn't be the snake, and so that causes another issue, because that's an identity crisis for that snake. That again, where they are in the consciousness that they are, and the person that they're dealing with, person, place, or thing, this is, again, that's who they are. That is their nature, to be coming from that darkness, or that ways of learning lessons, or whatever it is that helps them. Spirit is bringing to me again, sometimes again, that you got karmic. So it's good karmics that can happen too as well. Good learning lessons in another way as well. And so don't get that twisted with this one. This is not of the good karma. This is again of a toxin. It's become toxic. Again, it's not healthy mentally, spiritually, emotionally, and psychologically for your person in the situation. This has been brought to them, and understanding that they're now, what I feel collectively is, again, like that tissue, they have turned it over and over again, trying to revive it, try to resuscitate it, try to bring it to life. And some of them are now coming to that point that's saying it's the morning after the realization that I think I've done all that I can in this situation. I think it's time for a reality check, and we really seeing things for what they truly are. This is where they are in the 3D with that situation. Let's look at what's going on in the heart of the matter with the person, the heart of the matter in the third party situation. That they're understanding they're getting pushed by spirit to make a decision very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. This is where they're getting pushed right now. In their thinking, it's a bottom of the deck, separation. Time apart from your partner is on the horizon. And I told you, and I still go back to what I said, it's a fork in the road. It's either, again, split time from where they are in that third party situation, or if they do not decide to go on ahead and follow suit with where they're being directed, again, it might be part from the divine counterpart too as well, because the divine counterpart has been calling and asking on spirit to, again, that some of them have been on this journey for a while, and has been asking about, where is my love? I've been at this. We have to remember that we are spiritual beings having a human experience, but then again, the key is human experience. And so still have the human needs, the human feelings, wanting love, wanting to follow suit on the mission that they were sent here, which is, again, like the young lady that I told you all from my past life regression session, which is to experience. Some of us came here to experience love. Are we doing that? Are we still waiting on our counterpart, still trying to make up their mind if they're going to be a part or come with of a part of our lives? Is this something, again, that continuously are we going to be on this merry-go-round, or like this asking for this wheel of fortune as well? That causes an issue for where it is. So very soon in their thinking, What's in their mind space? This goes several ways. I got 2 cards. And they understand that everything that glitters is not gold. I think at the bottom of the deck, which just let me know that they know that, again, there's a lot of false masks, a lot of false things happening in the third party energies, and understanding that, again, that what they thought was like gold is now becoming fool's gold. To me, this is a really a reality. I want to say that the reasons why we're here, you just going through. I'm talking to my child. She asked me. This is a reality check. I think I might have titled something like that before. They understand and they think they want everything. This card of the Sun has prepared for this person in this third party energies to say that they want union. It's the rainbow represented there. They've been nostalgic. They've been thinking about what's been happening in the past. They've been thinking also about just being in the ease of flow of life. Things where they are has not been. Milk and honey is all natural things. Toxic stuff is more so man-made stuff. Man-made things that is not good for the body, and it's, again, acting as making your body act in the line of defense, because, again, it's not supposed to be there. Again, and your body within can create toxins too. Again, all of that stuff is what has fear over time. Excuse me, my child keeps on trying to find a way. You could got in here on your own. Now, come on. And so then that is an issue at this time. No, I'm reading right now. I see you, pretty girl. What's happening with your eyes? Excuse me 1 second. You got that? Okay. Blow your nose. Okay. So now, those things. No, I'm reading right now. Go get down. Get down. Mama love you. And so those are an issue too as well, because they know they want to get into the flow and they want to sit as a seat at the table of all of this good stuff, because right now they kind of feel like they've been kind of isolated out of this. Also, another card that came out was, again, TikTok was in reverse. They know they're moving into this again. To me, it looked like time is a ticking. And they really feel that in some ways, if they don't make a move and soon on their own, the divine intervention is about to come into play. That means, again, spirit is actually going to have a hand in it. And it might be in a way that they don't like it. They really want to kind of do it on their terms, but they don't understand it. Again, like I said the other day, is either piss on the pot or get off of it. Is sitting again and say last chance. I got a notification say last chance. This is it. This is probably is, again, for some of them, the spirit is. I keep on picking up through the energies that, again, that there's some projects and some things that, again, that the divine feminine has been trying to go in the flow and energies about with everything, but they're saying that, again, for the counterpart, they're saying I'm still in it to win it. But they're still out there not agreeing and getting on board with what it is as far as getting with the connection. There's some things that they're trying to build and do without the divine counterpart. It has to be, it's like they're a key to the puzzle. They have to be a part of it in order for it to get to going. That is causing conflict. You hear them when they do that. That's a conflict. It's a battle between that. And so spirit is understanding and saying that, again, the divine feminine energy has been in the being, has been observing, has been in the flow of things, and saying, okay, my natural flow is to do this actual thing. Now where is the other person at? Because I know they play a very key and key part, imperative part in this. So again, these things are really being presented right now for the third person who's in the third party situation that's out, not outside. They still connected. It don't matter how it is, but right now it doesn't seem like it. They in it presently right there, 3D with the person. With that, because you always, in case say outside of the connection, because that's a idiom. I mean, that's an idiot. Well, it's not idiom. It's an oxymoron to say that, because if you connected, you connected. You know, you can't undo that. And you can't be outside of connected because you're connected. What's the difference with that? So again, that's that. So now let's look and see what is the lesson that, again, that they're learning through karma, which is some kind of form of vibration that, again, through other lifetimes or this time or experiences that they had with other relationships, with either their parents, other lovers, even maybe some kind of experience they had with you. Again, what is it that, again, karmically, which is that vibration or that frequency that keeps on playing, that they need to let go so they can be able to move on to the next level? Because whatever it is, it keeps them stuck there. And that's the reason for the karmic partner to come along, is to tell them you don't need that anymore. You need to heal from that and stop bringing that into every relationship. And especially, you can't bring that mess home and have all that stuff on you or still in that energy when you get with your true boo with them. That's just not going to do nothing but keep both of you all blue and messed up in the whole situation. So what is it that, again, that they are, these people in this third party, person, place, they is trying to heal from karmically? What is it that they're trying to help them heal collectively? There we go, got one. Rebellion, upstart, tumult, and revolution. The rebellion that I feel is, again, of a do it my way or hit the highway, feeling that they can be able to do these things on their own, finding themselves to kind of cut another path or what they would think is taking the road less traveled. Within them. And the rebellion is, simply put, that's almost like what I did with the 7 deadly sins, which is now I'll release that one too, which is, I think I have it in my thing, which is to actually rebel against source, rebel against what source and their soul and their heart has told them that they got to do. To get them right now where they are is to help them to get them back on the path. It goes back to almost like the man trying to help the snake. It was frozen. It was frozen. It had not been a part of its nature, but by the man calling himself, helping him, warming him up, giving him body heat, helped him to get back to what his true nature was, which was a snake. Same thing again through the lesson of the karmic for the man. His nature was to be helpful. He called himself being helpful, put himself out there at risk, putting everybody's needs in front of his own safety, and taking the risk. And at the end of it, he paid for it with his life. Now, I'm sure instinctively everything within him was yelling to him, leave that snake right where it's at, because you know that snakes have a tendency to bite, and this snake could be poisonous. Could be right. But he ignored all the signs, and he still did it, and still ended up doing with his fate, which was to die. As a matter of fact, he exchanged really roles. In order to save the snake's life, he exchanged his own life in the process. We don't want, again, our counterparts to kind of get into that part. But I have always trusted and believed that, again, if they keep on swarming into this karmic or this third party energies, they will become sucked into it and become one with these energies. And again, you got to wait until that cycle again comes around to help them to get out of it, could get worse, to help them. I mean, the goal is for them to really come back to their true nature. But again, how long is it going to take? And again, for you as the person who is the lighthouse in the situation, the shining a light and showing the direction about what you're doing to help your, again, the explorer along, to say, okay, explore, but then find your way. Eventually, you want to be a lighthouse too. It causes an issue, and like I said, it could be that again you could be lost at sea at all, forever, if you don't follow along with what the lighthouse, which could be also source too, is trying to. Rebellion, to me, when I look at this, it reminds me again of again one of the deadly sins, which is again you're out there and you're not trying to go with what spirit tells you to do. What? Oh, second, am I unplugged? Yeah, I am. I don't know why my mind is drawing a blank right now, because I know what it is, but it's not, and I have days like that. Is sloth. So again, absence, right? Sloth. It may be defined as absence of interest, of habitual disinclination to exertion. So it's sloth. St. Thomas Aquinas. It's all about spiritual good. So that's interesting. I might release that lesson if I have it on. I don't think I got it on YouTube. I have to look and see. But anyway, yeah. So that would be. I don't think I do. That would be one of the issues that, unless I release it and make it free on the website. But that sloth is one of them. Sloth is it. It's again, you're sloughing off what you're supposed to be doing. And this is one of the things that's interesting. Sin has been the word of the day, which is missing the mark. So this is what, again, that the karmic is helping them heal from, is not doing what has been spiritually put inside of you to do. You've been kind of ducking and dodging specifically what your main mission and purpose has been. Rather is get with the person or quit that job and stop being a bank teller when you had been told to become a teacher. You ain't did that. So, you know, this is what they're healing from. And so they're going to start kind of turning on the heat about this. Interesting, at the bottom of the deck, I see here is flaws, contradictions, and mistakes. Their transgressions. They're going to help them to heal from their transgressions, about the flaws and missing the mark, not doing what they're supposed to do, acting contradictory to what spirit has said they're supposed to be doing. So this is what's going on with them karmically, that's helping them to understand that they have been rebelling. And I say again, one of the deadly sins that they have been, again, that keeps us from being in alignment with who we are and our sovereign being, is again sloth as well. And I did, there's a twin flame, that those things that kind of stop us from being what we are. So now let's get some advice from this. And this, I figure this would be this one is pretty much deep. So I want to get some advice about what is it that us as this in it, because I did that one time with did I pull the energy once? Yeah, I did that with my divine counterparts, higher self, and they gave advice as to what they wanted me to kind of do to heal. clear. What is it collectively? Again, is the heart of the matter that they want us to center on those that are in have people dealing with third-party situations, rather their person's a workaholic and they worked and became the extra energy, whatever. They want us to again to stay in the energies, and the heart of the matter is to love ourselves first. Told you all that. Again, it's all about loving yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. So when you keep on doing things on yourself, or even when your person contacts you and they're not, what they say, they're giving that one reader says that cup energy, or that page of cups energies, you still, and you like, he said, you don't ever bring yourself down to that. You always keep yourself up. Or you just don't engage with it. You do it in a nice way. So again, if they're coming to you and they're not engaging in that kind of energy, again, to make sure that you are loving yourself, whatever decision that, or whatever they might try to contact you in, that it is coming from a place that you are still loving yourself first. In everything you do. So keep on continuously doing things that you're more in touch with what your heart wants. Keep on doing things that helps you keep you in touch, to keep you in that high vibe. Doing nice things for yourself, taking time out for yourself, those things, because that does attract. Once you start keep on totally focusing in on yourself, also brings in attraction and the magnetism from your divine counterpart. They say make the effort. Again, in your thing, great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. You are, as Whitney Houston say, you're the greatest love of all. Okay, and learning to love oneself is the greatest love of all. This is what, again, to make those great steps for the greatest love is make the effort towards yourself. Keep on doing things that, again, that is putting forth the effort. Rely upon your divine feminine energies to, again, get yourself into the flow. Observe things that you probably need to kind of work on and what you need to know about, so you can be able to get yourself in alignment to in the direction that you really truly want to be in, or what you want to actually be doing. So again, I see the divine masculine energies making the effort, the divine feminine energies just being there. Okay, this is what, again, within yourself, to create that balance, you have to do. You got to do some things, kiss some babies, whatever, pet a frog, whatever it is that you have to do to learn and get the experience about yourself. You can't be running scared. You got to put forth the effort. I am allowed to be happy even when my life isn't going as planned. Okay, and that's another affirmation. You have to do that. Make the effort. And they also have playfulness. To recapture romance, allow your inner youth spirit of fun to shine. Do some things that, again, that get you back into that youthful energy. Rather is like, again, if you want ice cream, because that reminds you of your childhood, going out in nature, skipping, going on a swing. I know it's cold. Make a snowman if you got snow. Do what things. Watch even a cartoon with kids, a color, or do whatever, like they eat Captain Crunch cereal, whatever it takes. Get yourself back into that playful energy then. Drawing, treasure mapping, whatever it is. Things of that. Creating a vision board, because it's cutting and pasting and doing things. Those things that will help you to keep. Those are what needs to be at the heart of the matter. To be, again, let the divine masculine energies help the divine feminine get into that flow by the things that you do. Okay, this is where, again, those polar energies within yourself have to work together, divine feminine and divine masculine energies. Okay, in your thinking space, in your mind space, it wants you to do the following. Thinker. It really wants you to ponder and think. I put a card, it seemed like it was a value. It really wants you to ponder and think about where you are, evaluate where you are, and know about where you want as far as your next step, because right now you're just in between there. It's interesting. Most of the time when I see her, it looks like she's down, but this one looks like I'm just really seriously taking thoughts about where I am. I'm not having no negativity or that I'm just neutral about where I am. I'm looking at the stars, and the stars present a lot of opportunities and hope and wishes and things and dreams that I want. So they really want you to truly, in your mind space, to really think about where you are and think about where you want to be as well, because you have the wings, which means you have the ability to ascend and go to the next level. I got the number 44 here, which means, again, getting spiritually grounded. Really, 2 numbers representing, again, twice. Double really means it wants you to stay balanced in the feminine and masculine energies, but again, also creating that balance, that you are grounded in that and rooted in that. And so 4 and 4 makes 8, which is like a rebirthing, a harmony too as well. And it's really getting into that. And then you turn the 8 on the side, it gets you into that infinity flow about the divine. And it goes back to it. And I cannot stress enough how the divine feminine and the divine masculine energies within have to find a way to be able to connect it to keep you into that flow as well, so you know which way to go. All right, so let's get advice from the universe on this one. As far as you are the person who is in the third party energies, watching your person be in the third party energies, and what is the advice they would give you? The universe, from the universe. Clear. What's the advice? Whoa. The advice they would give you is everything is beautiful. To me, when I see that, it's change outlook. Remember about the sun radiating everything that we have. Everything is in pure love. Going back to the other reading that I had did about that bring love into the situation. Go past your fears in the situation with the energies that the Leo moon is bringing. That is something that, again, I would say, again, the number 32. So get yourself in alignment. Make sure you bring yourself into unity about it, and so you can be able to create the change and watch the way in which you're seeing the situation. To me, I would say also watch the way you're seeing the situation about your person being in the third party situation. Look at it again about the karmic being a part, as you like to say, of it, or the remediator, or now we call it the closer. The closer, because they know their job is to close things out, make sure everything's finalized, put it in a box, and file it away as saying that, again, case is closed, because I finished it, I completed everything, checklist, I've done everything, and there's nothing else to do. It ain't no cold case, it's a closed case. So again, everything is beautiful. No matter how it's looking, everything is beautiful. It's working out for my good, for my highest good, for everybody is involved, because whatever it is just going to end up being beautiful. Next thing is laser beam. To me, when I say, again, get laser beam focused about exactly what it is that you want to do, especially when you're talking about yourself. Get laser beam focused on yourself. Thank you, I heard that. Say, let them be laser beam focused on yourself. Don't worry about anything else. And I think I said that same thing when I had seen the video. I said, okay, I see what you want me to do. Right now, at this point is that part I already know. I said I can't do that job. I'm not qualified to be that teacher. That's like if somebody asked me to be a math teacher. Do not ask me, I'm going to flub it. Now, social studies, I got that all day, all night. That one, don't ask me. That's not my job. That's not my lane. So let them stay in their line. Go on ahead, do what they're supposed to do. Become the closer like they're supposed to do in the situation. Because again, and then in the meantime, be laser focused on self. Next one is whoop whoop. Now I'm gonna look this up. The number 43, which means to get grounded and to come into alignment. Let's look at number 43. I want to look at the book again, because that baggage be gone. Yes, Lord. Thank you. And that means for a lot of things. Baggage. So at the bottom of the deck, baggage be gone. Once you are laser beaming on yourself, you're working on getting rid of all of the baggage, so that when your person come in, you don't have them 17 hefty bags in the door right there where you already cleared, you got it ready. Some of you all got to do just like me. Still, I cleaned up a lot of places, got a lot of energies out of here, but I still got to clean up and get rid of some of these material things. I think about April was saying that. So like, you know, you got to make room for them. You got to make room, got to feel, even if it's just a symbolism, you got to make room. Some of us has got to come through our house. We almost there. but we got to get rid of some of this stuff. Some clothes we ain't wore since 1975, some things that we ain't kept. We got to get rid of some shoes that, again, because of COVID, we was a size this, but now we a size that, and we got to come into the truth of ourselves that we is not that size no more. Okay, whoop, whoop. Let's go. It's party time. Hang the streamers, invite your friends, put on your dancing shoes. There has never been a better time to fist bump everyone you know. Joy to the world, smile till your face hurts. So again, it's celebration time. Even if it's celebrating you for where you are, and like they said, that you are working on, and you have pretty much, I'd say 80% have gotten rid of some of that baggage that you're working on. It's still 20%, there, but a lot of us has been doing the work, and we ain't just been talking the talk. We've been walking the walk as well. Let's look at some other things about what else. What are some specific steps that, again, for those of you that are the lighthouse and have our partners working in third party energies with the closer. Understand that they want us to understand that we have options in our divine masculine energies. You know what? I'll give you the advice that I've been telling myself, that some kind of way in your mind you've been thinking that this is it. I say, this is it. Now the wait is over. But we're thinking about that where we are is really permanent, and it's not permanent. It is temporary. So again, where we are, again, we want, who doesn't know, 3 months, 6 months, month from now, 18 months, a year from now, we'll be in a whole different space. Hopefully, again, we'll be in a whole different space, looking back and saying, remember the times I was crying. I'm in the space that I'm in, the happiest that I've ever been. I am woo doing the raising the roof, and happiest than I ever have been. I've done the work. I'm doing everything I'm supposed to. I'm living the dream. My organization is a success. I quit the job just like I said and became the teacher that I said I was going to do. All of those things there. Look at it from this point on as unlimited options are being presented to you, just like the person that I said in the DM energies talk about the children and the opportunities. But remember, we are mirroring each other. You too are seeing a lot of opportunities that are being presented to you as well, just in the state or the situation that you're in. So again, your thing is that you got you looking and you're pondering in your divine masculine energies that is actually going to be the right decision that you make. And so that is where the worry. But if you remember again earlier in the other reading that I had did about the energies, pull on that Leo moon energies that I talk about and look at it too as well. That says about don't worry. Surrender about the worry. Don't worry about that if it's right. I always say that no matter what you pick, either way it goes, Spirit is still going to lead you right back to where you're supposed to go. Okay? So you don't have to worry about that. All right. So what do we need to surrender? I forgot I got the surrender cards out here. What is it that we need to surrender? Those of us that's in here. Surrender obsessive thinking. I already know, because again, they're in a situation we can't see what they're doing. So of course, your mind is spinning all different possibilities, all kind of things, scenarios that's going on over there. You worried about things like that. Was that at the bottom of the pack? It looked like it was. No, it's not. Look at this. I lifted over. And what is it? Worry. I told you. So again, at the bottom of the pile is worry. We have to surrender that. Now shuffle the cards. So we have to surrender that. There's no need to worry about that. So we have to, again, in obsessive thinking. If you're obsessing about a person or situation, turn the limit over to Spirit. Doing so will help bring you clarity or even solve the problem. And then again, go into what they said and have laser beam focus on yourself and love yourself. If you're busy loving yourself, you ain't got no time to be worrying about anybody else. Honestly, surrender your attachment to results. That's that divine masculine energies there. So the formula for success is to do all you can to make things happen, then let go of the results. Holding on too tightly to a desired outcome can sabotage it. So again, you need to get, just like the divine feminine looking out to sea, you got to get into flow and just look at the flow of things, how things come to you, how things fade and go away from you, how things that come to you, how things flow and go away from you. That's the energy that you need to do. And so the last thing is here is to ask about what is it that your person, I'll get that. What message does your person have for you that's in this third party collectively? What's their message? Says ask for help. What is it you really need help with? Be willing to allow yourself the support you need. Because if you go and try to find the support that you need, that will help in the energy field that you and your person share. Go out and seek support without, because this person really truly feels that they have all the answers within. That's why, again, to help them, and again, talking to yourself is like doing surgery in yourself. You might know some things, but again, you can't see the overall scope of yourself and seeing where the scalpel should go, where the bleeding is. You trying to see it from one point of view. And if you got a person who is actually trained in doing that, and that can help you get a better overall seeing or doing about the situation, and that's going to help them in turn. Anything at the bottom of there? Okay, and it is this saying again, this shows simple acts of kindness, okay, as well. A simple act of kindness can energize you and bring happiness to those around you. It says demonstrate love too as well. Okay, all right, very good. And let me see, and it says, I seen slow down too. It's kind of being guided to pull again. Let me see, anything else they want to say? Appreciate the moment. That's why I said be and appreciate the skin that you're in or the where you are. Appreciate the moment. Each and every situation has an opportunity to grow and to find love. Thank you. Also, they said back to what you love. Your current situations is giving you an opportunity to reevaluate what you want. That looks like the young lady that was the thinker on the stairs, reevaluating. So that goes with that. And then they say practice compassion. See things from a different perspective. Didn't I just say a different perspective? Okay. And so that is right now what is needed. I say even looking at them in the situation that they're in. And like I said, my new perspective about that, they're no longer called karmics. They're not called the closers. No longer the remediators. They're the closers. Because now again, if we call things and look for them at the specific things, again, a closer comes in, they assess the situation, see what they need to solve, see what they need to do, and then again, their job is to get in and to get out. Bada bing, bada boom. I'm out of here. Case closed. I see the box, putting on the shelf. Case closed as of whatever, 9/27/23. I don't know why I said that, but that's still 9/9, ain't it? 9/27/23 might mean something to somebody. I don't know what that means. Might be somebody's birthday, but again, that's it. Okay, all right then. It could be 5/9/23. Said that. No. I said 9/27. That'd be 9/9. That's still 9/9. Either way it go. Okay, all right then. I don't know why 5/9 came to me too. 5/9/23. So that might mean something too to somebody else too. Again, start looking around then by May 9th. Means something. 9/27/23 might mean something too as well. Okay, definitely July really going to be some times popping off. Really, that 7 gonna be that 7 month gonna be like nothing before. Talk about spiritual completion. Yeah, we gonna have some spiritual completion. Really within that, and I would say also this year, you talk about the year me, really, I remember one year, and that was really good, and then I'm gone, that I had came up, 217 gonna mean something too. I had each month was like a theme for me, and that really was good. Like this theme is all about love in February, and just practice and find yourself going off of that intent. Okay, all right, there is always Thank you so very much to those who subscribe. Thank you to those that gave me a thumb up. It helps again to get my stuff circulated. Also lets me know what more you want to hear too as well. And it also helps to say thank you just for me taking time out of my schedule to help you on your journey, just like you're helping me by supporting me as I am giving and sharing of my gifts. All right, there, as always, stay uplifted, stay motivated, stay ascended. Namaste and Namago. Until next time, bye.